1289 or toll free 1-800-232-1289.
I bought a belt the other day. I bought a reversible belt. When I was a kid, my dad had a reversible belt. I remember one side was brown and the other side was a whip. Yeah. I remember. I like brown. That was my preference. I thought he looked good in brown. A lot of young guys these days, they're not wearing any belts at all, right? You've seen them, they have their pants hanging down low so everybody can see their underwear. That's supposed to be sexy. That's what I've been told. And I agree, but you know what I like to do sometimes? I like to put my pants on first, then I like to put my underwear up over my pants. Then I pull my underwear down a little bit in the back and give people a peek at my pants. I think that's sexy.
Late night parties, drinking tequila.
Uno for the money, two for the show. Try to get ready, and cuatro to go!
Wake up! Tuesday, December 27th. A day that shall go down in infamy. Mainly because I'm at work. Morning, Doc.
Yeah, I keep thinking today's Monday.
It's a good thing it's not, because I'd turn around and go back home.
Well, I even made that mistake on the post, too. I said, today's Monday, December 27th, and then you said Tuesday. Ah, crap, I forgot again.
Whoops.
Yep, another week of being cut short and forgetting what day it is.
Well, you know, hey, nothing to it, man. 4 days, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
Three more and a wake up.
You got to work extra hard to make up for that day you're taking off.
Oh, I ain't working no harder.
Ugh.
Matter of fact, I think I'm just going to kick it into Power Glide. Last week of the year.
Yeah, I wish I could.
Oh, you can, man. I mean, you just won't have to worry about that extended vacation when you come back.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, let's see. 22 degrees out there, Doc.
Oh, I got 21.
Blackjack.
Yeah, the weather's legal for drinking.
So, yeah. Well, if the girls show up, everything will be fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Still waiting on my wife's Christmas present to arrive. I'm a little hacked off at that.
Is it lost in the mail?
Oh, no. I mean, UPS knows exactly where it is. But apparently, what we had at the end of last week was considered a weather event.
Oh.
So, yeah, they just knocked off on Thursday and said to heck with delivery until Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
So.
I got packages waiting to come in, but, well, we were closed. It came in on Saturday, but we're closed on Saturday.
Well, that's okay. Near as I can tell, they didn't deliver anything on Saturday anyway.
Yeah, and then they tried again Monday, but we were closed on Monday.
I don't think they delivered anything on Monday either.
So supposedly it's supposed to come in today.
That's the note I'm getting. So, anyway. And see, I paid extra to have it expedited.
Oh, I hate that. And then, yeah.
So,
Some
yeah.
act of God or a weekend or something. Yeah.
Yeah, they called it an act of God. So, yeah, God wanted my money. All right, well, there's that. So at least she should get it today. It's been sitting at the facility here in Camden since Thursday.
Well, better late than never.
You know, and well, she really wants it. So, you know, I gave her a picture of it.
There you go. That'll be yours someday.
You know, hey, this is what I got you. I swear, honey.
This will be yours someday.
You know, and if you dream, it'll come true. See, it's time for the round table, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Brought to you each and every weekday morning by our buddies out at the Flaming Pig Barbecue. Flaming Pig. They'll be set up again sometime next year. Hasta mañana.
Boy, it sounds like such a long time to wait.
Well, if you can't wait, you can always have them catered. 870-818-5984. Other than that, just watch Facebook. We'll see what we can do for you there. Let's see. Elite Fitness Club, 1289 West Washington, right here in Camden. You know, a lot of people are going to make those resolutions. And it would make it a lot easier if you had somebody there to coach you along, urge you along, get you going when you don't feel like it. Because, let me tell you, buddy, you're not going to feel like it. All right. You know, the first month is always go, 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 and you got it. You got this. And, yeah, I mean, you know, this is great. It's month 2 that really gets trying. So get on over to Elite Fitness. Get signed up on one of their mini packages and plans. They've got deals for the family and deals for the workplace. And, man, they got deals. And they got a great big smoothie bar. And they got saunas. And they got tanning beds. Well, I'm telling you, they got it all at Elite Fitness Club right here in Camden. SAU Tech. Go to sautech.edu. You're going to find just about everything you need on the Get Started page to get started in college at SAU Tech. Go Rockets. St. John's Place in Fordyce and Washington Nursing and Rehab in Camden. The choice for all of your rehabilitation and long-term care needs. Short-term therapy services, too. Reach them online, stjohnsplaceofarkansas.com, WashingtonNursing.com. First Choice Family Care. That's Dr. Smith and staff. They strive to make every patient feel at home, and they've got just one goal in mind, a healthier you. Go to myfirstchoicecare.com, get you a new patient packet, then call 870-800-9002. Dr. Keisha Smith and staff, they'll make a change in your life, I guarantee it. They made one in mine. OCMC's Chemical Dependency Unit, reminding you that you're not alone. Addiction's a tough thing to struggle through. You can make the choice to be a better you. If you need help, these guys are the very best in the business. 870-836-1289, 1-800-232-1289. All calls are confidential. Mitch Lowe's Body Shop. If you put it in the ditch, just call
Jerry
at Mitch Lowe's Body Shop. 837 or 836. Yeah, no, 837. No?
Did I mess you up?
2560. There we go. Well, I lost my place. I was trying to roll my eyes. And, yeah, anyway. It's a Tuesday that feels like a Monday.
Yeah.
That followed an extra long weekend.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, I mean, you know, it's rough out there, I tell you. We are brought to you by Everybody's Antiques down in El Dorado. They're located at the corner of Bradley and West Hillsboro. 120 booths, 31,000 square feet to explore. Shop them online at everybody'santiques.com. Go down there and take advantage of all of the year-end clearances. 870-875-1444, the number to dial. And by Stories Floor and Carpet, inviting you to visualize.
Visualize.
That's right. You can go ahead and take a picture of whatever room you want to slide new carpet into, like, well, your bathroom, right, Doc Bryce?
Yeah, that boat carpet look awfully good in that bathroom.
Well, I'm here to tell you,
And
all
extra
you need to
absorbent,
do is
too.
visualize the experience.
Visualize.
870-862-9446. Hang out. We'll be right back. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Sunny skies in store for you today. Temperature should reach near 42. Tonight, expect mostly clear skies and an overnight low near 29. For Wednesday, it'll be mostly sunny. Temperature should reach near 61. Then on Wednesday night, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms rolls in late. It'll be mostly cloudy with an overnight low near 58. Out of the Radio Works Weather Center, I'm JJ.
Local sports update.
Hello, sports fans, with a look at local games and scores. I'm Kelly Blair. Before ringing in the new year for 2023, most all the local teams have some holiday basketball tournaments to play in. Before they say goodbye to 2022, the Bearden Senior Girls will host their own Bearden Basketball Classic starting today. Both the Hampton Senior Girls and boys basketball teams will travel to Drew Central to play in the Pirates Tournament starting tomorrow. For Harmony Grove, the Lady Hornets are slated to travel to Ouachita to play in their tournament, while the Hornets will travel to Lafayette County, where they are slated to take on the host team at 7:20 tonight in the first round. Camden Fairview will host their annual Holiday Classic tournament at the Birdhouse. The event has been taking place every year during the holiday break since the early 1990s. This year's bracket will feature 8 boys teams, including schools from Longview, Texas, Nevada, Dermont, Hot Springs, Lakeside, El Dorado, and McGee, as well as the Camden Fairview varsity boys and junior varsity teams. The girls bracket was to feature 6 teams, but 2 dropped out at the last minute. That leaves them with 4 teams, including Camden, Fairview, McGee, Dermont, and Little Rock Christian. Action will get started with 4 games on Wednesday, as Longview, Texas will face the Camden Fairview JV boys at 4 p.m., followed by Nevada versus Dermont boys at 5:30. El Dorado's boys will then take on McGee at 7 p.m. before Camden Fairview's boys will host Lakeside in the nightcap starting at 8:30. The Cardinals game will be broadcast on your home for Cardinal sports since 1979, Y95. Pre-game coverage will start just a few minutes before tip-off at 8:30, so tune in for all the action on KCXY Y95 for Camden Fairview basketball. That'll wrap it up for now with your sports update. I'm Kelly Blair. I'm the best there is at what I do, and what I do is sports.
Good morning, South Arkansas. It's time for the Washita River Report for Tuesday, December 27th. In Camden, the current gauge reading is 15.4 feet. Flood stage is 26 feet. Arkadelphia currently at 8.53 feet. Flood stage is 17 feet. At Thatcher Lock and Dam, the current gauge reading is 77.5 feet. Flood stage is 79 feet. And at Morro Bay State Park, the gauge reading is 69.9 feet. Flood stage is 82 feet. There are currently no river warnings in effect, so as we get ready for New Year's Eve parties and what have you, I would like to encourage everyone that is planning on going out this next weekend to have a plan to get around safely. Come on, man, make plans for that designated driver today. Please don't drink and then drive. Reliability of this forecast is based on current and forecasted river and weather conditions from the National Weather Service in Little Rock. Have a great week and stay safe. Alrighty, we are back on around the table. Ho. Morning, Kelly Blair.
Good morning. Why do you always go Jacques JJ, whenever you introduce the round table?
Seems to just roll off the end of the tongue.
Okay. I keep expecting the Pink Panther to walk in when you start talking like that.
Oh. Let's see, what do we got going on in the news? Apparently Moscow's tired of the Ukraine. Huh?
What?
You know?
They thought they would go peacefully. They thought they would just lay down arms and say, "Oh, yeah, take our country."
Well,
you want fries with it?
I love this because Lavrov says that either Ukraine fulfills Moscow's proposals or their army will decide. Now, I thought they'd been trying to do this with the army for the last year.
Yeah, isn't that like saying if you don't surrender, I'm going to beat you up? But they've
come up short.
Yeah, they've been doing this for like, Doc, you follow this kind of stuff. Hadn't they been doing this for a year, 9 months, 6 months, something?
More like past less than a year. More like past 8 months or so.
Yeah, that's what it's somewhere in that vicinity.
Yeah, but it's funny how Putin, they called it a peace, peace versus war. So this was the peace offering. Surrender or we shall kill you.
Yep.
That's the peace offering. And that's so typical of Russian thing. Kind of.
So, yeah, I mean, what is up with that?
Look, I have peace offering for you. You take is good, but you not take is you dead.
Demilitarize and denazify its neighbor. That's what Moscow has been calling its invasion in Ukraine.
Right. It's all about that pipeline.
Special military operation to demilitarize and denazify its neighbor.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You see, Germany cut them off and said that they won't use that, was it the Stream 2 or something like that pipeline that Russia just laid to go around Ukraine?
Right.
And so Germany's like, nope, we don't want it. So the only way that Russia has the ability to get oil and natural gas to Europe is through Ukraine. And Ukraine's like, hey, you know what? These pipes run right through our yard. And
you know what? I think we're going to tap on these.
yeah, we want royalties.
So, yeah.
And then when Ukraine found out that they had all these reserves sitting over there, they brought in Shell, Exxon, Chevron, the U.S. companies, because Ukraine doesn't have the
technology or the ability
to be able to extract those sources. And that would make Ukraine a number 2 competitor to Russia.
And all them American boys were like, hey, buddy, we got you.
Yeah, until Putin said, get out. And then everyone's like, well, so long. Too bad we can't stay.
I got my hat. So
we got a right to work here. Bang! Okay, you guys are on your own.
Yeah, the Americans didn't even get a chance to really unpack, get comfortable and settle in.
So, yeah, we are still waiting
like
for the
Amityville horror thing, get, ow, ow, ow.
Waiting for that other shoe to drop still. So,
our trial is going to last a week when we're trying to get into heaven for the bad jokes that we make on this show. You know that, don't you?
Oh, speak for yourself, man. I got great jokes.
Yeah, but I got good representation.
Yeah.
You don't count.
I got the public defender.
They're gonna be like, no. We've seen you in action before. Go over there and sit down.
See what else is going on. A guy in Pennsylvania had a heart attack this month.
That's not cool.
Rang on his neighbor's doorbell because one is a firefighter and the other's a nurse. So,
good neighbors.
Yeah, they ended up doing CPR, and their doorbell camera got it all on video, so it's going viral. It also got a shot of him coming back 2 days later to thank them for saving his life.
Very cool. And here they probably thought, he's over here for sugar again.
No, you can't borrow my hammer. Okay.
I didn't get it back last time. I had to come find it. And you called the cops on me because I was breaking into your garage.
So did you go anywhere for Christmas this year, Doc?
I went over to a friend's house.
Does that count?
I went somewhere. I left the house.
Oh. Okay. Did you leave town?
Yeah, I left Camden. I was in Harmony Grove.
Huh.
So, I left town.
So you didn't do squat?
I ate. I visited. I socialized.
All right.
Denise came over. That was nice.
Participated in the festivities.
A nice Christmas
Yeah,
surprise.
I'm not even going to get started on you on that one.
Hey, I put in enough miles for all of us here. So.
Did you go traveling for the holidays?
I did yesterday. Went all the way to Wiley, Texas. Right down there close to where you guys cropped up.
Yeah, I know exactly where Wiley is. What are you doing down in Wiley?
Had to take a cousin home.
Were they drunk?
No.
I'm too drunk
that's
to drive
taking
back to Texas.
that whole designated driver thing to a whole new level, man.
All the way to Wiley, Texas, tagged the city limits, turned around, came back.
You could have just let him sleep it off.
You guys are horrible. Horrible.
It's a gift. We did not do any traveling. I traveled next door.
That doesn't count.
To my mother-in-law's house.
You didn't even get into a vehicle. That doesn't count.
Actually, I did because we had to transport all the food next door. It was that or make 3 or 4 trips with
I was going to
food,
say, your in-laws are like 50 yards away, maybe.
Well, there's a church in between them.
Yes, God stands between me and my mother-in-law.
Phrasing.
Anyway.
That's a nice church, though.
It is a nice church.
I've attended that church. I didn't see you there, mister.
Well, I have to come in here and do the churchy church thing.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Sundays.
You got a built-in excuse. You're occupied.
I was actually at work on Christmas Day here. I had to even call in the Duck Bryce.
Yeah, I was up here till midnight on Saturday, actually putting in the extra effort to make sure everything was hand massaged.
Still managed to screw it up.
And still screwed it up.
Yeah. Oh, and I got phone calls this morning, little man.
Oh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Where were you guys? Y'all weren't on the air. And
Oh, on Monday?
Well, apparently on Monday either, okay? So Sunday and Monday they're duck?
What, like not on the air at all? Like tune into the radio station and it's like...
That's what they were calling and telling me.
Oh, not on the air. Like we weren't on the air. We weren't on the air.
No.
Like the radio station
the radio
wasn't
station wasn't on the air.
Oh.
Yeah, I got all kinds of phone calls this morning. I was like, you know what? I'm going to find out for you.
Yeah, I didn't get a phone call.
So,
I didn't get a text. I didn't get a phone call. I got nothing.
Because they done gave up on you.
Yeah, you don't answer the phone anyway. He did on Christmas Day, though, when I called.
Yeah?
So,
do you have a problem with the church program?
No, I had a problem with the radio station.
Oh, they're being off. Huh?
So, you know...
Kind of hard to put the radio station on the air if there's no air to put the...
you know, and it's computers, because that's all it was computer issues.
Was it like a Y2K thing where, you know... It's
yeah,
like...
I guess, man.
I guess, man, because, I mean, I was up here till midnight, and because I had to switch a bunch of stuff around, and I had to do it by hand, and then I went through the whole trouble, and I was tired too, man. I went through the whole trouble of making sure all the right Christmas liners were playing in the right spots and everything, and then saved my work, and then checked it. I was like, okay, it's there. And then went home, wake up, and it's like, we're not on the air. And I'm like, what do you mean we're not on the air? And then I look, and there's no log. And then I'm like, what the hell did I work on?
I swear there was one there yesterday.
So many people were asking that question. Yeah. What did Doc do? I mean, what does Doc do? That's a great question.
Meanwhile, there's a
Take
radio...
that up with upper management later.
Meanwhile, there's a radio station next door. It's like, where the hell did all this Camden log stuff come from?
Yes. So
radio station in Camden, New Jersey. This doesn't sound like our local businesses.
See, I had to do the same thing with Magic. I had, instead of playing gospel music, I had to switch out the gospel for Christmas. And so when I realized the Y95 log messed up, I was like, oh no. And then I switched over to Magic, and, well, Magic seemed to work fine.
Yeah.
It's magic.
Yeah.
So
you put the stuff in, and the magic comes out.
We do a lot of this stuff on a wing and a prayer.
Oh, yeah,
so,
if people only knew.
Anyway, so yes, if you were inconvenienced by the radio station being off the air.
If the duct tape and baling wire back there in the production room ever gives way, we're going to be down for a week.
God, I hope not.
There's a coat hanger back there keeping 3 radio stations operating.
In aluminum foil.
That's so we don't catch the radiation.
Yes. Yes, that's the RF cage. Reflector. Deflector.
Someone in Houston found an abandoned puppy under a junk pile on the side of the road.
Did they keep it?
Well, they rescued it.
Okay.
And then it got adopted by a dancer for the Houston Rockets.
Ooh, nice.
Lucky dog.
I just say lucky mutt.
Well, I'm here to tell you, you know.
I'm feeling kind of lost. I have no direction in my life at the moment.
Can I hang out underneath a junk pile in Houston? A woman in Australia scratched off some lottery tickets and complained that she never wins any money. Then her daughter double-checked them and realized one was worth $10,000.
No wonder she never won. She can't read the darn thing.
There you go. And finally, a woman on a bus in Peru recently fell asleep on some random guy's shoulder.
Peru?
Yeah. He just let her sleep, you know. Then apparently she saw him on the same bus again a few weeks later, and he asked her out, and now they're dating.
While you were sleeping.
You know, there you go. Stupid stuff.
Sounds like a Sandra Bullock movie right there. That one had a whole different plot twist to it, though.
Sometimes it can get morbid. Not necessarily that time, but sometimes.
Right.
See what else we've got in the good old news feed here. Yeah, we stay at hotels from time to time, right, guys?
On occasion.
Yeah.
The advice stuff we see online is sometimes helpful, too, and then sometimes it's not.
I don't want to know about it. They're like, you know, take a blue light in there, check your sheets and all that. I'm like, I don't want to know.
Well, no, this one here is
especially the one about reversing your battery, so the heater will run. I mean, that's good advice.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
For a hotel?
Yeah.
No,
So,
I mean, we're talking about tips and things you see on social media and stuff.
Oh,
well, yeah.
What about taking your summertime air out of your tires and putting that winterized air
That's
in?
important.
You've got to do that. Never run low on blinker fluid either.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
It's on sale at AutoZone, by the way.
I got an ex-wife in a past life was so mad at us because we sent her to the hardware store for a whole list of stuff. Like we needed, 8 2x4s and box of nails and all this, and we're like, by the way, go ahead and pick up one of those wicker bills while you're
Oh, we sent
a 30-minute conversation later. She's like, "You guys aren't funny."
We sent the office girl out to Lowe's to go find some non-abrasive sandpaper and non-adhesive glue.
There you go.
She was not impressed when she got back,
well, those things are important when you work in radio.
especially as an engineer. And of all things, she said that the guy that she was talking to actually went and checked to see if they carried non-abrasive sandpaper.
I've only been here for a couple of weeks. I didn't know we had such a thing. Hang on, I'll be right back.
What grit is that?
Just pull some out of the printer and hand it to them. That'll be $39.95.
Reader's Digest did a big write-up on things you can and can't take from hotel rooms.
You can't take the soap?
Well, apparently
The beds are nailed down.
you're fine taking the soap, shampoos, and pens. The things you can't walk off with are fairly obvious, but they do still get stolen, though.
What about the bathrobes?
Maybe we're naive and people actually think they can take this too. Well, they're talking more about, the sheets off the bed.
Why would you take the sheets?
I don't know, but they'll charge you for them. And you can't take the pillows and towels either.
So I guess that includes the bathrobe.
Well, the bathrobes. Some hotels have those flimsy one-time use slippers.
I thought Doc's
You can
bathroom
take
set
those.
looked kind of familiar.
Dude, I got mine from the Marriott.
Oh, fancy.
So,
I mean, they just charge it back to your card, so it's not
right,
technically stealing, right?
No, I promise you, I paid for
Just
it.
keeps you from having to make a trip to the store,
All
apparently.
right, well, the company paid for it,
Oh!
So, anyway.
Or ABA paid for it.
Electronics like alarm clocks, universal remotes, and complimentary phone chargers.
Well, if you can't take the phone charger, it isn't exactly complimentary either.
Right, apparently really nice places sometimes have iPads you can use.
Wow.
But believe it or not, you can't take those either.
Y'all are in a whole different tax bracket.
Well, I'm here to tell you, I ain't been to one of them nice hotels.
Some of them, I've been lucky I had a place to plug my iPad up to, much less they provide the iPad.
The wooden hangers from the closet, apparently those aren't complimentary either.
Well, you can't take them home and use them because they don't curve. They got that little nail-looking head thing.
Yeah,
on
you
there.
have to
I
attach
just
them.
disassembled the curtain rod and pulled those
Take
things.
this
Yeah,
with you.
Apparently they're stolen often enough that places use anti-theft hangers now.
Yes, that's the one with the little nail.
Right, yeah.
Heads.
And the bathrobes all made the list of the 4 things you obviously can't take from hotel rooms.
Do you really want to wear a bathrobe that somebody else was wearing?
Or the sheets, man. I mean,
Well, I mean, I wore them that day and slept on them that night. I suppose, they ought to be mine at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's got your funk in there.
Haven't I claimed them at this point?
I mean, it's like, them giving you underwear and say, here, complimentary underwear.
rubbed
but
your
you gotta
nose
give 'em
all over
back.
the pillow. Might as well take it home with you.
Right.
Complimentary
So-
tissues, but you got to give them back.
Let's see. Are you from the Midwest?
That's the kind of stuff
Missouri.
you really just don't want to think too much about it. I've been with people who are like, "What you think they clean these shit out?" Look, don't go there. Just close your eyes. Let's just lay here for 6 hours. Everything's gonna be all right. And then we'll get out of here.
That's why you
forget all
put
about it.
towels down and sleep on the top sheet.
Towels from the hotel.
Yeah. At least you know those are clean.
Reasonably, anyway. Let's see. Big drinking holiday coming up, right? New Year's?
We decided not to do Midwest.
Well, I figured I don't care.
It's
Do
Missouri.
you consider Midwest Arkansas in the Midwest, or do you consider Arkansas in the Southwest? Because a lot of people think we're Midwest.
Well, if you've called yourself a Midwesterner your whole life and it turns out you aren't one, it's probably because there's a lot of debate over which states are actually in the Midwest.
Missouri.
So someone did a poll that found there are exactly 13 states in the Midwest.
Missouri, Nebraska, Oklahoma,
Let's see.
Iowa.
More than 50% of Americans said each one is at least partially in the Midwest. The 13 states, starting with the ones that got the most votes.
Kansas.
They're Kansas.
These are fully Midwest. Yes, Kansas is number one. Nebraska, Iowa, Illinois, and Indiana.
Illinois?
Iowa and Kansas were voted the most Midwestern. 5 more that made the cut pretty easily were Missouri, South Dakota, Minnesota, don't you know, Wisconsin, and Ohio.
Yeah, but if you're in the Plain States, wouldn't you be more Middle Eastern? Because, I mean, when you think of Midwest, you think of, like, Arizona, New Mexico.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you think of, like...
You say Middle Eastern, and I'm thinking, Europe and...
Yeah. Midwest
like
has always been Kansas and surrounding states.
The last 3 were barely above 50%, though. That would be North Dakota, Oklahoma, and Michigan.
Golly,
Wait a minute. Now, how can Oklahoma not be Midwest if it's right below Kansas?
It is Midwest. Those are your Midwest states. Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Missouri, South Dakota,
Texas? Oklahoma
Minnesota,
actually touches
Wisconsin,
Texas, so it's considered Southwest.
Ohio.
That doesn't make any sense.
We're not trying to make sense out of it. We're just trying to tell you what people think.
7 more states were options but didn't make the cut. Only 43% think Colorado is the Midwest.
I mean, if you're really going to talk
Used to be in the
Midwest,
Big 8.
you would go straight up the center. You go Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota. That's like almost like a straight channel.
Yeah, but you can't do that.
But that would be Midwest.
Texas is a variable. Arkansas got 39%.
There you go.
We are not Midwesterns.
Kentucky and Wyoming, 38%. Montana, 35%.
Wait, how did Kentucky get a Midwestern?
I don't know, but West Virginia got 20%. And Pennsylvania got 17%.
Pennsylvania.
It's literally in the name of West Virginia. They're West. Not Mid. Mid Virginia? No.
That's a
not going to catch up.
It's a stupid poll. File that one where it belongs.
There we go.
Big drinking holiday. Now we can move on, right?
Yes.
All right, big drinking holiday coming up this weekend.
Big drinking holiday.
Well, you might want to lower your sugar for your holiday drinks, right? So I've got some lower sugar holiday drinks for you.
What?
People are really concerned about that?
Well, yeah, I mean, because if you drink margaritas and Bloody Marys and Mai Tais and daiquiris and stuff like that.
I thought those had salt in them, not sugar.
Hey, either or.
Gotcha.
But you're going to want these lower sugary
So you just
type
put fiber
drinks.
in your mixed drinks.
Yes, absolutely. A little Metamucil and vodka.
Right.
Yeah, that's good
Because,
stuff.
according to Dr. Jarrah, that's the offset. When you eat
Right.
fruit and stuff, the fiber offsets the sugar. So
Yeah.
that way you're not getting a sugar spike.
Right,
so
Jarrah?
you just need to put more fiber in your mixed drinks to offset the sugar.
I recommend Chex Mix. Just dump a box of them in there.
Pardon the pun, but that sounds like a recipe for disaster. See what I did there? Yeah.
That's cute. Let's see. Christmas cocktails, carbs, calories, sugar. Oh, the first one you should consider is a gimlet.
What'd you call me?
A gimmick?
Gimlet.
Sounds like a gimmick.
No. It gives you a carb-free pass on vodka, rum, tequila, whiskey, and gin. So this takes 2.5 ounces of gin, half ounce fresh lime juice, and a half ounce simple syrup. And apparently you do that in shots.
Where's the fiber?
I guess it's in the gin. You got a The other drink that's supposed to be healthier, lower sugar holiday drink, a Moscow Mule.
With Metamucil.
Yeah, sure.
Moscow Mule, does that have the milk in it? Like a white
It's got a combination of vodka, lime, and ginger beer.
Oof.
Okay. You can also swap out the spirit to bourbon for a Kentucky Mule, gin for a gin mule, or tequila for a Mexican Mule.
Tequila.
And all of those have 0 sugar.
Alrighty. Look, let's face it, after a couple of 3 of these, you don't care whether they got carbs in them or not.
This is true. You need a gym membership to work these things off, okay?
Yeah, it's not like they come around, every weekend. It's once a year.
You should drink a Paloma for another lower sugar holiday drink. It says here that it may be surprising that tequila offers a healthier alcoholic option than some of the other spirits.
Well, it's plant-based.
Like other hard alcohol, it has no sugar, and it's lower in calories than the other liquors.
Yeah, it's
Liquor.
It's not exactly going to feel like it the next day. But.
Try a refreshing Paloma, mixing 1/4 cup tequila and 1/4 cup grapefruit juice.
Actually, what you need to do, here's your recipe right here, is after you get absolutely hammered for midnight, going into the first, then at 5 a.m. you need to be in the gym ready to work it all off. Sweat it out, baby.
Absolutely. Vodka soda splash. That's on the list. Rum and diet soda.
Ugh.
Yeah, what's the fun in that?
Yeah.
Bloody Marys came in at number 6.
Where's the Black Eyed Peas fit in this?
That is the most excellent question.
Somewhere on the other side of the old-fashioned.
Because, that's got fiber in it, too.
Well, if
you eat enough cabbage, none of the rest of it's going to matter.
You mix that stuff in with your Moscow Mule and...
there you go. Black Eyed Peas mixed in with your Moscow Mule. This Moscow Mule is a little chunky.
I'm going American. Make mine a Missouri Mule.
At least when you get sick from drinking these things later, the Black Eyed Peas will be a fun experience.
Yeah, I don't remember eating that.
So there you go.
Corn.
Yeah. Huh. All right. You guys got anything? Because, it's been a Tuesday, and it's after Christmas, and, I've been stretching to make it to this point. So what do you got?
That didn't even feel like a stretch. It just flew right by.
Well, for some of us, sure. The rest of us have to worry about, how things come across. So.
We got some local basketball teams traveling to play in various tournaments, which I talked about in the sports report. But the biggest one is going on right here in Camden. Holiday Classic starts tomorrow. Doc, we got games.
Yeah, I see it.
All
Contain your excitement there, little buddy.
No guarantees, but
What?
I see it.
See what we can do.
You just think your radio station was offline this morning.
Well, that seems a bit crude.
Not this morning.
Or yesterday morning.
All right.
You're going to come in and we're going to have Fox programming going on all 4 channels.
ABC News, I'm Justin Finch. The government is now looking into the massive delays and cancellations for those flying Southwest Airlines this past weekend. On Monday, more than 3,900 flights were canceled. The Southwest accounted for 70% of them.
The Department of Transportation overnight called Southwest's rate of cancellations unacceptable and said it will examine whether cancellations were controllable and if Southwest is complying with its customer service plan.
It's the Roundtable brought to you each and every weekday morning by our buddies over at Elite Fitness.
Caused in part by the weather, including what's being called the blizzard of the century in western New York.
Sometimes you need a little bit of help.
At least 28 people died in cold, snowy conditions in the Buffalo area. Another power station attack.
For
Tacoma, Washington, electrical substations were vandalized over the weekend. The lights and power going out to more than 14,000 people. No suspects in custody. This is ABC News.
If you came across someone struggling with
the Flaming
hunger,
Pig Barbecue
how would you
catering
recognize
is
them?
available.
Would you notice a 16-year-old boy who got his
879-854
first
the number to
job?
dial.
For extra spending
SAU
but to help
Tech,
feed
they
his
got
little
class,
sisters?
baby. Go
Or a
to
mother who's in between
sayutech.edu,
jobs
click
and
on the Get
sometimes
Started
goes to bed
page.
hungry
You
so her
can get
kids
some
can
class
have
that
dinner.
way too.
I
Go
am
Rockets.
the one in 8 Americans
St. John's
who
Place in
struggle
Fort
with
Ice,
hunger.
Washington Nursing
I am
Rehab in
hungry in
Camden.
America.
Call them up,
Hunger can be hard to recognize.
870-352-2104,
Learn why IamHungerInAmerica.org, brought to you by Feeding America
First Choice
and the Ad
Family
Council.
Care.
You've been putting back a few, and a few becomes a few too many. For a moment, you think of calling for a ride, but nah, you live nearby. What's the worst that could happen? You get pulled over. Your insurance goes up.
Chemical dependency
You lose your
unit.
license.
Addiction's
They
tough.
total your car.
Make the choice to be a better you,
You
man.
kill someone. The results of driving drunk are tragic. That's why law enforcement is out there looking for impaired drivers to save lives. So if you think you're okay to drive after a few drinks, think again. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
837-2560.
The new lotto game from the Arkansas
Everybody's
Scholarship Lottery is creating new traditions for our players, like Margaret from Conway.
31,000
I
square
always played
feet. Shop them
2004,
online at
20, and 4. That's Mr. Biscuit's adoption year. When we win, I'm going to give him the life he always dreamed of. Isn't that right, Mr. Biscuit?
Your numbers, your game. Play Lotto every Wednesday and Saturday for your chance to match 6 and get rich. Only $2 per play. Call or text 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
446 Doc Bryce.
Want to party like it's 1999? Backed by popular demand, don't miss Purple Rain, the Prince Tribute Show at Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort Event Center, Sunday, January 1st at 7 p.m. Purple Rain captures the raw energy of Prince in his prime with hits like Let's Go Crazy, Purple Rain, When Doves Cry, and more. Bring in the new year with this must-see show. Tickets on sale now at oaklawn.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
My name is Daryl King, but most people know me by DJ.
My name is Shanaja Walker.
My name is Jacoby Jones.
My name is Taviana Lilly.
My name is Zoe Goss.
My name is Ryan Hurd.
My name is Kirsten Dinwiddie. My name is Dorian Rice.
My name is Joey Hopkins.
My name is Bill Lewis.
My name is Alexis Green.
My name is Adam Mosley.
My name is Alexis Chavez.
We are scholars, singers,
athletes,
artists, engineers,
musicians, writers,
and if
scientists, journalists, photographers, teachers, leaders, friends, family.
We are the future. We are coming for you, and we are stronger together.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking.